Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, bitch. Cheers to 5,700 followers.
Wow.
Hi guys, welcome back to Arts in Crisis. I feel like in the beginning of the videos, every time I'm editing, we're so like boring and low energy, and then by the end, and then
we're
by
like
the end,
screaming at each
we're like,
other.
bah, ha, ha, murder when I die. Hello.
Welcome as we get started.
Welcome back to Arts in Crisis. This is our first episode, I think, with a significant following. How do you feel?
The same.
Okay, good. I feel a little pressure. I'm glad you're feeling good. I'm feeling a little nervous.
Remember back when I said we're just pretending that it's robots?
Well, it is a robot, technically. They're not here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So nothing has changed.
The moment we got, like the first 1,000, I was like, cool, we got 1,000 followers. Second 1,000, I was like, oh, shit, okay. And then around, like, 3,000-4,000, I was like, oh, we have to, like, keep these people entertained. Like, they will unfollow us if they want.
Yeah, I just still don't believe that they're there, though.
Yeah.
So...
I feel like we should just change our intro to, hey, Group 7ites, because that's basically all our followers.
Hi, Group 7.
You're very popular.
And Big Bird and Snuffleupagus and...
Are texting you?
Oh, sure. Oh, is that what you mean I'm very popular? Hold on, everybody.
So this week on Arts in Crisis...
Oh.
Yes.
What is your crisis of the week?
We'll get there, baby. My crisis is having to... I feel like I'm babysitting 5,700 people. And I have to, like, toddlers, and I gotta keep them entertained. That's my crisis.
Yeah.
I worry I'm not good enough for 5,700 people.
Oh, I know I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This week on Arts in Crisis, we are getting ready for our first print drop ever. Woo, woo, woo. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have individual series. Like Kaylee's gonna have a series, I'm gonna have a series, separate styles, separate
Are you gonna sneak peek your series so that they understand what's happening here?
Well, are you? Why just me? Are you?
Well, my decision is based on your decision.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Because
I feel like all this is gonna make a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
And just touching.
She's fun to feel.
Well, because there's a naked lady on here that you're not yet aware of.
So what's going to happen is every time, well, this is the plan. If you know anything about us, plans are not our thing. We're very type B people. Don't take anything that we say verbatim. But the plan is every time we do a print drop, we'll do individual series, and then we're going to do one collaborative piece that ties in both of the styles of the individual series. So So
this one will be our joint piece.
Yeah, so today on Arts in Crisis, you're watching us do our joint collaborative piece.
And today on Arts in Crisis.
I was going to make a really bad joke that YouTube would make us take down. I caught myself so fast. Okay, so I'm putting myself in timeout. Do you want to go through your series first?
Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna go get my stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, everybody.
Well, now I'm really babysitting.
Make sure to entertain the children.
I usually just put on cartoons.
So, I'm going to show you 2 of my 3 pieces, because the one piece was auctioned off at an art auction to raise money for breast cancer education and awareness. Woo! Go boobies.
Woo-hoo. And it sold. Your piece sold.
Yeah, it sold. Mine was the most bid on. I was so excited.
You saved titties. Your art saved boobs.
My art saved boobs. It's fucking awesome.
So we'll put a screenshot of that one in when I edit.
I love boobies, man.
Yeah.
Like, as a straight girl, I feel like I love boobies.
Fair. Who doesn't? We'll put a screenshot of that one in. Go over this one first.
Okay. Oh, so I should not get my other one?
Whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna go back and get mine. I'll be right back.
This is what I mean. We don't know how to handle 5,700 people.
I found her. Wow. Okay. All right. Oh, Rachel, you know what I just found?
What? Your fucking glue dots.
My glue dots. And you know how you were like, what brand were they? And I was like, they're just like
They're
glue
called
dots.
Glue
They were
Dots. That's
called
the brand.
glue dots. Listen, Tobias needs a new home. And I feel like the best way to rehome Tobias is through Glue Dot. Here's Tobias. Doo-doo-doo. Everyone say hi.
Hi, Tobias.
Hi, Tobias. Let's see if these are glue dots or actually glue dot like.
I took a second to, because for those of you watching, we're basically iCarly, right? But iCarly had a, what was his name?
Freddie.
iCarly had a Freddie, and we
have
don't
no
have a
Freddie.
Freddie. So I have my laptop over here, and I'm doing techie stuff while we do this. And I just want you to know that I took a split moment, like a short moment over here. I came back, there's so much more going on than when I left. I don't know how we got here.
This is what I bring to the table, though. You can't keep your eyes off me because I am a toddler.
You are a toddler.
Okay, so listen, here's my thing. Why are these glue dots like slightly glue and actually round, and these ones are clear and ovular?
You should sue. That's the only rational.
Like, which one is better, and how do I test that? Also, like, this top comes all the way off. Not good for a type B person. This one is an attached little flap.
Really get into the important things.
You need to shut up.
I was gonna say,
You
you're
need
so
to
popular.
Shut up. Yeah. Tobias, join the party. Tobias has found a new home.
And he looks like he's a leader. It looks like he's
Yeah, well, that's why I kind of like put him at the front and center, because I feel like
he's the alpha.
he should be. He's gonna be behind me, I guess.
Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
where
I
did
thought
we-
that one needed. Oh. So these are the pieces that I brought out to show what we're doing here. Here's one piece, part of the project.
Does she have a name?
No, I don't
determined?
think I named her.
That's okay.
I think this is mostly acrylic paint. I see, okay, so I did like some of the oil, like crayon pens.
Okay.
You know what those say? The
Yeah.
pastels, oil pastels. Oil pastels, acrylic paint, and
Is this
watercolor
ink?
paint.
Or is this paint that's just you thinned out?
This one is acrylic, just watered.
Love it. What
Yeah,
inspired
some of
you
them.
to make her?
I actually bought a bag from Zadig and Voltaire, and I really appreciated how, like, the metal piece for the bag had angel wings on it, and I just thought it was, like, a very cute, unique logo.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I kind of want to do something with, like, an angel wing, but I naturally always gravitate towards more life-drawing paintings, so I wanted to, like, put in some human aspects, aka the mouth and the nose situation going on here. More common for me, even that, is abstract, so that's where the rest of it came from. And I just like putting all different colors together. Like, I like to make color schemes.
I love the question of what inspired you to do this, because 99% of the time I feel like I'll come up with a bullshit answer, but really it's I did what the voices in my head told me to do.
That was this one. This one, literally no plan, no thoughts in the brain, no nothing. I just put some paint on there. Okay, here's the big thing. I had like a really big brush and I was just like brushing around. And I started with this like knot piece in the middle and then I kept going until it was all like flowy
Down a
and
little bit, down a little
smooth.
bit.
Yeah, I feel like it needs to go like forward and down. So you can get like the fall.
I love her.
Like here.
Yeah.
I do love her too. I like
love
her a lot.
I love her a lot.
She kind of reminds me of the anatomy pictures where it's like pictures of the human muscles.
Yes. I was going to say a vulva.
Vagina.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Georgia O'Keeffe.
It's giving feminism.
Yeah.
It's giving pomegranates. It's giving
Symbolism. Georgia O'Keeffe is also a part of Group 7.
Yeah.
And this is my entryway ticket. I'm like,
sure.
guys, I did this. Can I be a part of your group?
For sure. And then, okay, so the third piece,
She's a naked lady.
you want to talk about
She
her?
has boobies.
We kind of we did those together for the I can't talk. We did two pieces together for the New Jersey Breast Fest or Morristown Breast Fest. I think New Jersey.
It was Breast Fest.
Yeah, is it
This
New-
was the
yeah.
poster.
The
from
New
what we
Jersey
did.
Breast Fest. We did two paintings for And we did them fairly quickly. It took us like a couple hours, and we just kind of whipped them out and then called it a day. And you
shout out Karen. Thanks,
Yeah.
Karen, for hooking us up with this opportunity. It was awesome.
Yeah.
We had so much fun.
So what did you use for yours?
For the Nikki Lady, she was just acrylic. Same with that last pink one, just acrylic paint.
Yeah. So that one, the original work will not be for sale, but the print of that
Yes.
one will be for
Yeah.
sale, for sure.
But rest knowing that the original did go for a good cause, and she saved boobies.
Save
so.
titties. You're the only one who's allowed to wear the I Love Boobies bracelets in 2026.
Right? Okay, Rachel, show us your artwork. What are you putting in for the drop?
Significantly less impressive.
I feel like we're
I
just on
have-
two separate spectrums.
I have regrets about going second now. But I thought about doing this a little bit before we planned to do
Yours
a
has so
drop.
much more detail oriented in there.
One could
and,
argue-
like, manual labor.
One could argue less. Anyway, this was before we decided to do a print drop, before we got our following and yada yada yada.
All the things.
But the last print drop I did individually, I did some oil paintings and stuff and some abstract work. So this one I was like, okay, I want to do something different than my first drop. I don't want to do like a similar
Yeah.
thing. I want to like switch it up. And then my sister actually gave me the idea because I was doodling at her house. And my sister, bless her heart, was like, why don't you make prints of this? I would buy this. And I was like, so all those oil paintings that I spent 25 to 30 hours on mean nothing? And like,
More expensive materials.
yeah, and then
more
it's-
labor.
so
No biggie.
yeah, and it's October, so Inktober, and I basically
Yeah.
decided to do a doodle series, which I think in 3 episodes ago, I was talking about the Dangerous Doodle Diaries or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the Doodle Chronicles, so that's gonna be my print drop. I feel like in like high school or middle school when everyone has to do a group project on the same thing.
Yeah.
And like the really smart kid just went up and did a whole presentation, and then I feel like I'm going with my procrastinated, I did this at 1 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, 20 minutes before due time.
And I'm like, why did the teacher have me go after her? Great, everything's gonna be fine.
This is why we're doing it offline too. Like, we need your half to make this work.
Okay, I don't have names for anything either.
I didn't have names.
We'll get there. You guys are part
Be
of a very
patient,
interesting
please.
journey because we don't know what we're doing at all ever. This is the first one. I don't know how this lighting looks and everything. This is the first doodle.
Are you looking?
What inspired me? Boredom and a plane ticket, bitch. I was boarding at United Airlines group whatever, and this is what happened.
Probably the last group, because that's when I board, because
Yeah.
I never pick my seat or anything.
Yeah. Shout out United again. Damn. 2 episodes in a row.
Wow.
Okay.
We just love United Airlines, I guess.
This is number 2, a lot more simple, but oh my god, I almost just dropped her.
I love her. I think she's so great.
I have nothing to
She
say.
looks like a little paint splat.
I have nothing to
but
say about
she's an
anything.
ink splat.
This one's
My favorite.
yeah, this one's my favorite too, and it's also Peter's favorite. This one, I guess there was a little bit of inspiration behind this one, and by inspiration, I mean I was dog sitting at someone's house, and I was bored watching all 3 Men in Black movies.
Yeah.
And that's where he came from. So,
I thought you were going to say it came from inspiration of how the government is hiding all of the information that they know about aliens.
we can talk about that if
We
you want
will
to.
talk about that.
This whole episode can be aliens if you want to. I've seen every
going.
docu-series, every documentary known to man about aliens. Yeah. Do you see my shirt actually today? Wait.
Ancient aliens?
Did you see? Big nerd. I have Giorgio's.
I have really strong feelings and opinions about this.
I have a signed Giorgio picture with his autograph on it. I saw them live. Anyway.
Because you're the biggest fan alive.
So for our collaborative piece, we decided that every time we do a drop, we're going to do one that combines both the styles. And I think this first drop being so chaotically different is actually a really fun
Very on brand.
experiment. Because I'm like, how the fuck are we gonna make this work? But
We're going to do it. I'm not sure how yet, but it's going to happen.
so Kaylee did a background last night.
Yeah, I wanted to give it just like a wash so that we could actually finish this in one sitting.
She's gonna get a Naked Lady on there to match her breast vest.
So she has the pink going
Yeah.
to match Georgia O'Keeffe vulva muscle situation. These white things kind of go with the painting from the Breast Fest situation.
I promise I won't put an alien on here.
Do you want to promise that right now?
Do you want Ask me again in an hour. Ask me again in an hour. Real quick, thank you to everybody who followed us from Group 7. That's like huge. Kaylee and I feel very mixed feelings about it.
I was very confused at first, but now I'm just happy and grateful.
No, happy and grateful, obviously. I've never
Still
felt
a little
more loved.
confused.
Every time someone comments that they like love the content we're making or love the energy we're bringing or anything, I like start crying in the middle of my living room. So if you just commented to be nice and you weren't even that serious, just know I took it so seriously. But more so, I just feel mixed feelings because I'm like, oh fuck, like we're not worthy. We're not worthy. What do we do?
Who's more worthy?
Not I. Well, between who?
I'm thinking you versus the rest of the world. I'm like, there's nobody more worthy than this bitch.
I was like, between me and a crackhead, who's more worthy? Honestly, the crackhead.
Probably.
They're going through way more than I'm going through.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking, Rachel. Why don't you sketch your doodle first?
No!
And I know 5,722 of you are new to this channel. But for the 6 of you who have been here,
Obviously,
better.
you know why we're not doing that.
You know better. I can't pre-plan anything in my life. That's a lie. I do sometimes, but today's
Today's not that day.
today's not that day.
Today's not that day. This is not
I just
acrylic
have
paint.
to do
This
it.
is acrylic ink.
I got you that.
Yeah, Rachel got these for me for my birthday.
I love
I think
it.
they were for my birthday.
I don't work with it enough because I'm afraid of it.
I don't actually know how I'm supposed to use it, but
I
I've
don't
just
think
been
there's a
like
right way.
playing.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
there's a right
playing.
way.
So
That's how I
if
feel
you
about
know what
any
these
art
are
form.
meant to be used for and you've made a piece, please send us a picture of your piece that you've made with this so I can just feel maybe a little insecure.
I feel the same way about that as I feel like of any art style is there is literally no right way. Like there's like rules and technique that art school will teach you, but then a famous artist will
Debunk all of that.
debunk all of it and make something that sells millions. Like just do whatever you want forever, and that's how I feel. I feel like I just gotta jump in and start, but I'm scared. That's a satisfying noise. Okay. Oh, look at her.
Isn't she cute?
Okay, thigh muscle. Okay, Pilates.
I wish
Okay.
I did Pilates.
Okay, Orange Theory.
Where should I put the other arm? This one's a little chunky, but like she'll even out later.
First of all, don't body shame on our channel right now. My arm is thicker. Okay. I don't know, maybe coming down this way or like also above her head. Maybe she's just free, you know?
Did she like?
Whatever feels right to you. Do I already have regrets? Yes. Are we pushing?
Immediately, yes.
Immediately, yes. Are we pushing past it? To a degree.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes.
I'll just cry about it later.
Okay, I'm gonna go in shocking with teal.
Shocking. I'm always afraid to move the canvas when you're like mid-stroke.
That's okay, do it.
That was a dirty joke. I was like, I heard it. Okay, so what's your crisis of the week?
I asked you first.
I didn't have a lot of crises this week. I was really just trying to entertain Group 7.
Oh,
Which they're very easy to entertain because they're very nice people who will
of course, Group 7's the best.
who will support you no matter what. But they deserve better than what I can give them. You know what I mean?
While Rachel was entertaining Group 7, I, in fact, was having a crisis.
Yeah. What do you mean? You had a crisis.
Here's the thing. As we've mentioned, I am type B. So, as you can imagine...
We're type Z, not even B.
That's,
We're type Z.
That's like an understatement. I caused 99% of all of the crisis that I went through. Let me tell you. Okay, so I flew down to North Carolina, and I was visiting my bestie girl. Shout out Erin. She was kind enough to drive me to the airport. See, here's what happened though. She's an early riser, wanting to get me to the airport earlier so we wouldn't hit like rush hour traffic in the morning. Like, so smart and responsible because obviously it's Erin. Here's the thing. I thought I would try to be smart and responsible and plugged in my phone before we left to make sure it was like fully charged. Mm-hmm. So we like packed up the car, got everything to go, got in the car, we're driving, got to the airport, I got out of the car, reached my hand into my bag, and like before I even looked, realized that I had left my phone plugged in at her house.
Oh God.
She's already left the airport. I could like run after her car, would make no difference. Like, she just, it's long gone. So I go into the airport, I go to the information desk, I talk to the nice kind lady and I was like, I'm so sorry, I am actually having a panic attack because I just left my phone with my friend. I guess not the biggest deal in the world because I could just get a paper boarding pass and then have her mail me my phone, but somehow like putting a phone in the mail, I don't know. Is that legal? Is that a smart idea? But, you know, not exactly my main issue. More so, what the fuck do I do now?
Yeah.
So I call my parents. I let them know, you know, I'm not going to be reachable for the next couple hours. I'm gonna get a paper boarding pass, hop on the plane, everything's fine. My parents are as so kind to contact Erin and let her know I left my phone at her place. She is so kind as to drive back to the airport in record time and bring me my phone, leaving me 30 minutes to get through security and on my flight. So it's go time, baby. I get my phone from Erin because she's a saint. Run through security. I like get through. I'm like telling everybody, I'm like, I'm so late. I'm so sorry. I'm not typically this person. Everyone's like, damn, girl, airport is the wrong place to be late.
You're
I'm like, so
I
nobody's
know.
willing to help me? That's why I'm telling you. Like,
you think I did this on purpose?
please help me. I'm stupid. I
I'm
don't know.
stupid.
So I get through security. It's 8:09. My flight started boarding at 8:07.
Good.
And I have my shit in two different boxes. Mm-hmm. One box goes through and it like slides over to get checked by the human. And the human goes through and like checks it real quick. And he's like, you good girl? And I'm like, thanks, man.
You good, queen?
Yeah. And then the machine stops.
Oh God.
My second bag is not rolling. No bags are rolling. Nothing's happening. A couple minutes go by, and then I ask the guy, and I'm like, hey, listen, I have my boarding pass with my boarding time, and then I click open my phone with the current time, and I'm like, sir, I hate to be this bitch, but, like, I'm so late. Can you please tell me, like, what's happening and how we can make this go faster? Do you want to go through my bag with fine-tooth comb, like, on your own?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Search through my stuff.
Touch
but,
anything
like,
you want.
I need to go.
Yeah.
And so, naturally, he gets annoyed at me because...
Obviously. Mind you, TSA workers aren't getting paid right now because the government shut down. So he's like, this is volunteer work for me.
Yeah, literally. So the other guy, like, back in the TSA vibes, he's like, hey, girl. And I'm like, hey, please check my stuff. So they send my bag through. The guy notifies me that the machine is, like, malfunctioning at the moment. I said, perfect timing. So they send it through again. It scans, but they want to send it through a third time just to make sure. I said, you can't go through anyone else's bag, but that's fine. So finally, I get both of my bags. I have all my stuff. I'm ready to go. My flight is currently boarding. I'm like, let's see where I have to run to.
Yeah.
So there's 3 different, like, gates that I could go to, A, B, or C. Gates B and C are, like, super close to where I am. Gate A is a 12-minute walk, apparently, from where I'm going to.
You were in the right terminal, though, right?
Yeah.
That's so weird that it took that long.
Like, they're just... And it wasn't that bad, except for, you know, on, like, those fast tracks?
Yeah.
Every single one that I went on, there was like a family of 4 or 5 standing like horizontal blocking it, so I couldn't like run down the fast track.
Like the point of those fast tracks is to get you there faster. So
yeah, so
it's
like
for the
why
late
are you
people.
standing?
So why are you standing?
Why are you standing there?
Lazy motherfuckers.
Or at least like move on over to the one side. Like if you're just like not wanting to walk and whatever, like no judgment. I don't give a shit. What you do. But like stand to the side so I can do what I need to do.
Yeah.
Do not inconvenience me, please.
Yeah.
So anyway, I get to my gate and they're like, last call for flight, whatever. And I'm like,
so
okay,
embarrassing.
amazing. I made it, but I'm still here, right?
Yeah.
They give me 2 issues. One, they made me like do something with my bag. Like I had to check my bag special because the flight was already full. And then 2, I didn't pick my seat. So instead of just giving me a boarding pass with my seat, I had to like go through this whole thing and pick a seat. And I was like, guys, I'm so late. Can you just like put me on the flight? Like I don't care where I sit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just get me on the plane.
Just get me on the plane. Everything's fine. But I did make my flight. I did make it on time. You know, all the things happened. So I land off the flight. I land in Terminal B. My car is parked in Terminal A. I somehow get there without a mental breakdown. I get onto the highway. I think I'm home free. The stress is over. Like, I can take a deep breath and relax.
No.
Bitch thought wrong.
You thought wrong, girl.
Bitch thought wrong. I get stuck in between 2 trucks, and for some reason, there was an exit lane in the left lane. So I think I'm, like, avoiding the exit, staying in the left lane. Just kidding. I took a turn into the worst part of the state. Like, people were, like, cracking bottles and, like, shooting
Shout
up
out
in the
Newark,
siren.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Shout out Newark.
Yeah, right? So I was terrified. I immediately start breakdown crying, so naturally I had to call my mom so that she could tell me that I'm fucked and that I should get out of the area I'm in immediately. I said, yeah, bitch, I know. That's why I'm calling you.
I'm trying, Mom. I'm trying.
And that's why I'm having a mental breakdown, is because I understand that. But yeah, I did eventually make it home. It just took me, I don't know, like 3 hours longer than I thought. That was my crisis. I made it. Then I got home and all of the lights in my car lit up like a Christmas tree. So that's a problem for this week.
She's like, you put me through too much. My crisis of the week is this project right now.
I understand.
Remember when you said in the last video about how you want to make a portrait of your friend, but you wanted to practice by doing a self-portrait first, because if you mess up on yourself, it's...
Mm-hmm.
You're fine with it, but if you mess up on her, you're not.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I'm like, I can fuck up my own work, but how am I going to ask Kaylee to put effort into such a nice painting and then be like, ooh, I fucked up?
Have you met me?
Yeah, a lot of times, actually.
Yeah, I think anything you do is so incredible, and I think everything I do is trash. So, like, I just don't see that playing out.
It's going to be fine.
So, I think we're going to be fine.
Cut to when we're rich and famous having sold out fucking...
I think the only way that this works is because we believe in each other.
But we do not
We don't believe in ourselves.
That's so funny.
Like, yeah, Rachel's literally the most talented person I've ever met.
No.
I don't
Because
know what
every
you
day I'm
mean.
like, why does Kaylee want to work with me? She's so talented and I'm just shitting out art.
I'm like, Rachel doesn't need me. I don't know why I'm here.
I'm like, Kaylee doesn't need me. One day we're gonna recognize our worth. Oh my
No,
god, it's gonna
literally.
be like in all those movies when the bands like get so rich and famous that they like start fighting with each other because
Yeah.
the egos get involved. We're gonna be like the Beatles.
Oh my god, it's my dream. The Beatles. Can I be Yoko? She's not a Beatle, but I feel like she just caused so much chaos, and that's on brand for us.
Yeah. You can be whoever you want to be, baby.
She also did that Mirrors project, which I still find so iconic. Is this a lady? Does she even look like a lady? You guys don't know. Rachel.
This is the most beautiful lady I've ever seen, and I'm over here with my doodles that the lines aren't lining. And
Yeah,
the
are you
things
using the new markers or the old markers?
the new markers? Am I
How are
supposed
you liking them? Can I have a review?
They're great. I'm not.
I set us up for that one, didn't I?
No, this is my first time doodling on... No, that's not true. Well, kinda. I doodled on canvas in the past, but I did it over a very thick textured oil painting. because I like a lot of texture in my work. Like, I love an art piece that makes me want to touch it. Mm-hmm. Like, if I can imagine what something feels like in my head and then I touch it and I'm right, no better feeling. So a lot of my art is like very thick, textured, crazy things because I want to touch it. So I did this style over like layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of like oil paint to the point where I was no longer doodling on canvas. I was doodling on a mountain of dried paint. So this is my first time doodling like on the canvas, and the texture is like kind of throwing me off, but I'm adjusting fast. You know what I mean? I'm getting there. Everything's gonna be okay. Honestly, if the texture of the canvas was smooth, I still would fuck it up. So I want to know, Kaylee.
Yeah.
We both have degrees in fine art, don't we?
Yeah.
I never thought about that. We have the same degree.
School?
What?
School of art, like the schools of art and science.
What are you saying?
Like, we both graduated from the schools of art and science at our, like, own universities.
Baby, I didn't go to a university.
Well,
we both have a
Yeah.
fine arts degree, but in
Yes.
two very different forms of fine arts.
yes.
Yes. Mine is a
That's why I was like, are we
yeah.
from, like, the same, because we don't have the same, or do we have the same degree?
Well, we both have a bachelor's of fine arts. We both have a BFA.
Oh, okay.
So we have the same degree,
Okay.
but the focus is in different things.
Yeah.
Like, my BFA is performing arts.
Yeah.
Your BFA.
Fine arts.
You have a bachelor of fine arts in fine arts?
I guess studio arts and fine arts.
Yeah.
Is that what they called it? I don't remember.
Sure, I don't know. But that was going to be my question. Tell me about art school. Because you, like, literally learned how to do this.
Yeah, I really enjoyed my life drawing class. So I took life drawing classes where I had a nude model.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, fun.
yeah, and I was actually, like, I wasn't really excited to take this class because I don't prefer working with pencil.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
But it kind of forced me to get into line work, which led me to the gel pens,
Yeah. Yeah, which is like
which
your
is
style.
now my thing.
Yeah.
And also I started drawing like human forms, which is now also my thing.
Yeah.
So it was an incredible experience that I didn't like think that was going to be so, like, I don't know, influential to me. I had my professor, Professor Raymond. He was wonderful.
Shout out Professor Raymond.
Oh,
Yeah.
I said Raymond. It's Rayner. Why did I say Raymond?
He's
am I thinking of That's So Raymond?
You
I'm
mean
like a big
Raven?
fan of his. That's So Raymond?
Raven.
Oh, who's the guy in the show? I'm getting like
Do you
three
mean
things.
Everybody Loves Raymond?
Yes! Oh my god. But yeah, I loved his class. I loved life drawing. I was very stressed out going into every single class. It was, you know.
Which I know
The
is
whole
the
thing.
point, but damn.
Yeah, well, I feel like a lot of students struggle when it's like, I have to like prepare for this test and whatever. Like, I was
Yeah.
stressed like going into class to perform.
Yeah.
Because, like, what I did in the classroom mattered. Like, I couldn't, like, make up for it on my own time and fix it. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
I could, like, go back and fix my projects, but, like, in life drawing specifically, like, what you get done in that class is what you have.
Yeah.
There's no, like, coming back and working on it, because the model's gone. And I'm not comfortable with drawing, even now. So...
I feel that.
But
My
it like
sketchbooks-
made me loosen up and made
Yeah.
me like just put shit on the paper and not care about it.
Yes,
And
which is
then that's when I
important.
was like, oh,
That's where you make the progress. Okay.
here we are.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Yeah.
I'm not as terrible as I thought I was.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
So
I feel like anytime a lot of artists on TikTok will like show their sketchbook and it's like the most every page of the sketchbook is the most
it's like so
fucking-
beautiful.
And
I'm like, most of my stuff is trash. And
I'm
then like
like-
once in a while I'll do something I'm like, oh, I actually love
low-key,
this.
I'm like, do you have a second sketchbook that you
It's our secret sketchbook.
like? I feel like they might have a secret sketch because like
That's like not good.
yeah,
Not everything you do is gonna be amazing.
because even
right?
when I'm working on like an oil painting or something this size and I'll be doing something in the corner, I'm like, oh, let me sketch it in this book real quick, and it won't even have its own like whole page. It'll just be like the corner or whatever. Like my sketchbook is not. It's to help me with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, if every page is like a perfect masterpiece, I'm like, I feel like you might have another sketchbook that you're hiding.
You're hiding something.
or you're just God's favorite. And if that's the case, let me kiss your feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna keep this girl, like, suggested. And then, should I put a wing on her? Because I have a wing on the other one.
Oh, fun. Yeah, let's start doing that. Na 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 na.
Na 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 na. Beauty queen. This paint is like so chunky and old.
Hey, don't talk about my best friend like that.
No, but I feel like it's giving texture.
You know I love that though.
Yeah.
It's
So
gonna make
I'm
me
just
want to
gonna
touch
leave
it.
her as is. I'm just gonna leave her as is.
So yeah, what else was art school like? I imagine like having to carry around like giant art pieces around campus.
Like so embarrassing sometimes.
Why embarrassing though? I feel like you're like stunting on bitches if you do that. You're like,
Yeah, but I didn't go. I went to like a school where most people were like going for sales or business.
You're like, here's my Play-Doh.
And they're like, the fuck is that? No, but it was pretty cool when I was doing my giant doodle project. The only place that it fit when I was working on it at home was like the shared dining room counter.
Uh-huh.
And thankfully, all of my roommates thought it was pretty cool what I was doing.
Yeah, they were
so
okay
they
with
weren't
it.
mad
Yeah.
with me like leaving it out on. We had like 2 tables too in our like shared common area. So mine
Yeah.
was on like the big one. And people would come over to like visit my 8 frickin' roommates.
Yeah.
And
You're like,
they'd-
sorry, don't mind my doodle.
And I'd be like sitting there like cracked out on Adderall, like.
You're like, that's just Clyde. Ignore him.
Yeah.
That's just Clyde.
And people would come over and like start like standing over me, like watching me, and like we're in college, so like people would be like passing a blunt like around me doing this at the table, and just like watching me do my shit, and
That's
I'd
so
be like
funny.
on hour 7 of the same face,
I would get an ego complex.
and I was like, can I hit that somebody?
I would turn into a narcissist if that happened to me.
Oh my god, I was like embarrassed though.
I'd be like,
because
I
I
am
was
God.
like, guys, I've been doing this for far too long. Please don't look at my work. I think everything I do is terrible and trash. I'm
Well,
the trash man.
I'm a trash man. If it makes you feel any better, getting a degree in performing arts is equally as embarrassing.
You also did that in California, though. I feel like that's less embarrassing
That's true.
for California.
My campus was in Hollywood, which you can't embarrass yourself in Hollywood
Right?
because of the people who walk down the boulevard. You will never embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
Because there's somebody outdoing you on the boulevard. But I would have to walk through the public streets to get to Canvas, and I'd be wearing like a full, like, Shakespearean, like, Chekhov get up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I'd have like a ballet class at like 8 a.m. and I'm like running hungover in like tights and a leotard down fucking Ivar Avenue. Like just. I get that. I get
Yeah.
the public
Yeah.
embarrassment
Yeah.
of art assignments. That's for sure.
What was one of your favorite memories from your time at school?
I think, and you'll probably get this too as an art degree, just the constant 24/7 access to art of just like your only responsibility was to create. And
Yeah, absolutely.
at the times it felt stressful because there were grades involved and tuition money and whatever, but it was so mentally freeing to just be constantly creating all of the time.
Absolutely.
And I look back and I'm like, why was I so stressed about having to memorize 10 pages of Shakespeare in 3 days? When
Yeah.
now I would love the opportunity to work on 10 pages of Shakespeare. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, you take it for granted. But I think certain classes I really liked, you know, because within your degree there are different focuses that people gravitate to.
Yeah.
Like in my major, so in the acting majors, there was like the stage combat people who really thrived in stage combat, and they took all the extra courses where it was like firearms or like turning like environmental stage combat, like using anything in the room as a weapon, or just like hand to hand, or they did,
How
like,
would you use this as a weapon?
I did not take that class. So thank you so much. No, you could probably shove that down someone's throat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But
good
like,
point.
yeah, or they did like rapier and dagger and like that stuff. Then there were like the improv people who really thrived in the improv comedy world and like went that way.
Yes, and?
Yes, and. Which I loved improv. I thrived
Yeah.
in improv, but my favorite.
I feel like you would thrive in improv.
Yes, and. No, where I ended up kind of fitting and thriving was in like the dialect world, and the VPS, which was the point of the VPS classes were to mainly for like breath control and like that kind of thing, like doing 10 pages of Shakespeare in a stadium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And being able to, everyone can hear you without a mic, and like doing it with like 3 breaths total. Like that was what the science was behind it.
Yeah.
But then after we got to a couple levels, we started getting into dialect work, and like that's where I found like my niche. Yeah, and it was just really interesting. I'm gonna get really nerdy on camera, but to learn dialects, professionals use what's called IPA. Speech therapists use IPA too.
Yeah, I work with that too.
And it's like when you open a dictionary and they have like the pronunciation in parentheses, but they're like weird symbols, and you're like, this doesn't tell me how to pronunciate it. It does, technically.
No, I do rely on that.
Yeah.
As a dyslexic person, I read everything phonetically, which
Yeah.
what I find very funny is that one, dyslexia, one of the hardest words to spell, and phonetically, in fact, is not spelled phonetically.
You're setting yourself up for failure.
So,
But yeah, so IPA is basically like a
let's
language.
diagnose them with something that they can't spell, and then
Just shove them out of the nest.
yeah, and then the word to describe why they can't spell, let's make that complex as well. So, super good.
But yeah, so IPA is a language of symbols, and it's a universal, so no matter what language you speak, each symbol has a sound attached to it.
Yeah.
So you're not reading letters, you're reading the sounds, basically. So you can learn any dialect if you know IPA, because you just make the sound that it says to make. You see what I'm saying? But I had this one teacher, shout out Deborah Ross Sullivan. She's like a guru. She's phenomenal. But she was so good at what she did that we would have, you know, like tests, midterms, or whatever, where we had to go, and we'd have to perform like a whole monologue in like Irish or whatever dialect, right? And sometimes there would be musical theater majors or dancers or whatever mixed in these classes, and so sometimes people would be on vocal rest. They weren't allowed to talk in class, but it would be like the day that they had to do this test. And she was so good at what she did, she would have you mouth the speech, like mouth the monologue, and she could tell by looking in your mouth if you fucked up a sound because of where.
Did she like study in like speech therapy?
Probably, of course. She
Yeah.
probably has like a ton of, yeah. But it was
That's fucking crazy.
the fact that like every millimeter, every millimeter of your mouth creates a different sound. So she would
And like
just,
the way your tongue
Yeah.
presses in there, and
Yeah.
like you like form
so she, even if you
your
were,
lips and your mouth.
yeah, so even if you were on vocal rest, she would have you do it, and she would get up and close, she would watch
And
your
then
mouth,
your
yeah,
mouth.
and she'd be like, you said this, and this wrong, which I was sitting there, and I was like, you're a fucking witch.
My coworker, to like get in the kids' faces whenever she's trying to do that, she's like, I just need to check your mouth if there's unicorns in there. And I'm like, fucking love this
That would
bitch.
work for me. That would
Yeah.
work for me. But she was like on the
And I'd
first
be on there, I'm like, are there?
But I'll never forget on the first day of class that I ever had her, we went around in a circle. She didn't know any of us, anything. We went around in a circle. She just wanted us to say, in the least amount of words possible, basically, my name is blank. And that's it. I think it was literally just, hi, my name is blank. That's it. And so I would get up, I'd say, hi, my name is Rachel. I'd sit back down. She would say, you're from northern New Jersey, probably like Sussex County area. You're the third born in a family of 3. Your parents are this social status, they're this whatever, and she would know all of that based off of like your vocal pattern, because she'd be like, you know, youngest children tend to speak with like this cadence or this, they tend to place their voice here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, you're a witch and I'm obsessed with you. Anyway, so that made me,
And you're like, I'm a witch and you're a witch and I see you and
Yeah.
I hope you see me.
so that's kind of the niche I fell into. I love stage combat and improv and all that stuff, but there was something about the dialect work that I was just like, this is just like crazy and fun. And did you know, fun fact, every 10 miles of the whole world is technically a different dialect.
10 miles?
Every 10
That's
miles.
crazy. So, how many dialects do we have in New Jersey?
Probably a ton. Actually,
ton.
we do have a ton. Because even if
Or
you
do we?
just-
Do you think that New Jersey would have more dialects than some other states?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're such a melting pot here.
Yeah, well, New York, so like if you get an audition
Versus like Philly
Yeah.
for like South Jersey, and then Central Jersey is a whole other beast. Yeah.
So like I would get auditions for that would just tell me we want a New York accent. And I would say, okay, there are like
but which one, babe?
there's so many New York dialects. You have like the New York Italian, you have the New York like Puerto Rican, you have the New York like Irish, you have the New York Russian, you have the New York like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, And then you can get in, like, and then depending on the Bronx versus the Brooklyn, Italian is going to be a little different. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
I mean, most casting directors didn't know what they wanted, and you can kind of just do whatever. But it's crazy how in depth you can get with it if you like truly care and like want to and all that stuff. So yeah, and then that leads you down a road of like slang and how languages adapt and why we say certain things. So that was like my probably favorite part of my degree was like that world. I just went on a real nerdy rant.
No, I loved it though.
I'm gonna get back to doodling. And now that that's over.
Wait. Actually, no, it's not. Because what do you think was the hardest dialect to learn for you, personally?
Well, that depends. Caps pen again. Gets back to nerdy rant. That depends on what your... I guess there's exceptions to every rule, so I say this kind of broadly and generally, but it depends on your natural dialect of what you're going to be better
so
at.
like for you personally, which one was the hardest?
So New Jersey and New York have a very, what they call dirty dialect, which is, it's very in like the back of our tongue. It's a lot of like throaty, it's a lot of harsh sounds, right? Like the whatever. So I found it easier to adapt to other dirty dialects, such as the Cockney accent, such as Russian, German. Like, those came easier to me because I'm already using those parts of my mouth anyway. But I had one of my classmates was from Illinois, not Chicago, not city Illinois, but from like very suburban, like the most suburban white America. And she was so good at like the RP, which is like the higher, more elevated, regal British dialect. And like French, she was really good at French.
Yeah.
And like because I think her mouth kind of already naturally
like knew those formations
exactly.
and whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my lesson. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. And now I'm doing art.
Now I'm doing art.
And now I throw it all away. No, I still do. I still use all of it.
Yeah.
Now I'm drawing naked ladies.
I think I'm gonna, okay, so I've been on this thing where, I've been collecting, you know when you go to a hotel and they give you, like, the key card scanner?
Yeah.
Does anyone actually return those when they're all done staying at the hotel?
Yeah, do you not?
I never return them.
Really?
I steal them and I bring them home and then I do this.
We went to Catholic school.
Yeah.
You're going to hell.
Yeah, but not for that.
I'll see you there. You've gotten so far into this beautiful masterpiece, and I'm like haven't even left this corner of the canvas. I like her nipples a lot.
I know, I don't want to touch the nips.
The nips are too perfect. I don't want to...
The nips be lit. My bedazzled egg should get out of the way. She doesn't need to be part of this mess.
Okay, so I want to hear more about your alien theories, because we were talking about them earlier. Since I'm...
Okay, so my thought process.
Yeah.
Here we go. All one consciousness along various timelines.
Like a hive mind?
Yes.
Interesting.
Unaware though.
Okay.
Right? So like all of the like data that we're collecting as like information throughout our lifetime, it's like going to like Mother Hub. But like as we're like learning, we're not consciously like adding it to, but it is. But it is, but we're not aware of it.
I heard a really interesting theory because I watched a lot of those like people who have died for 5 minutes and then came back, like documentaries and stuff, and they all have different experiences, which I think is fucking crazy. Like there's no two that are like exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I heard a theory once that it was basically aliens giving us whatever we want to see, like whatever's going to make us most comfortable in that terrifying, traumatic moment.
Yeah.
They like whatever, and I respect that.
Well, like our mere human minds would not be able to comprehend.
I got really distracted about what I was talking about because I loved that. I was like, how did she so perfectly encapsulate a wing in just one swipe? I was like, oh, here we go.
I want it to be texture. I feel like we've said texture how many times this episode? Actually, just today in general.
You know me. I fully appreciate the talent that perfectly blending for a smooth photo finish takes. But I don't want to touch that. And there's a part of my brain that you can probably diagnose me with something that I want, like, my favorite art is when I look at it and I'm like, I bet that feels like this. And then if I touch it and it feels like that, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. He was a fairy.
Oh, I accidentally got green in it. That's okay.
I kind of fuck with it, though.
Well, you were talking about your thoughts on the alien situation. Like, are aliens not from this planet, or are they just not from this time
I
period?
like the theory that aliens are just, like, specifically the typical gray face, are just humans evolved thousands and thousands and thousands, millennia fucking later, and that are just time jumping. Like, I like that theory because if you look at a Neanderthal, if you look at Neanderthal's, like, skull and their bone structure, like, to a human's today, like, they clearly evolved. So, to your point earlier when you were like, what if they just evolved to look like those gray-faced alien things because of, like, the phone screen and the whatever? And
the shape of the head
yeah.
is just evolution.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think the color difference of the skin, like, what if the lights of the screens that we're constantly on, like, we're constantly on the computer, we're constantly on the phone, and when
like
we're
the
not,
blue
there's,
light.
like, TVs around, all of these things, like, all of these lights
Yeah.
are negatively impacting our eyes.
Yeah.
So, like, the need for our eyes are going to be different.
Yeah.
But also, like, what if it's, like, dyeing our skin tone, and that's why aliens are gray?
I was like, why would we only need 3 fingers, though? But then I low-key thought about it when you're, like, holding your phone up, and you rest on your pinky, one of these two, and your thumb. That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's literally all you need for an iPhone is 3 fingers.
You can literally hold it like this, and, like, boop, boop, boop.
That's so funny.
So, like, do I think that there are aliens in other galaxies?
For sure.
Yeah.
For
that
sure.
would be
All
so
different-
stupid
all
to
different
assume that we're the
cultures.
one most intelligent life form.
Yeah. No, all
Existing.
different species, all different whatever. I think
Like, how arrogant is that? To think
I
we're the
also
smartest
think-
ones? I think we're super dumb, actually.
we're a baby planet, if you think about it, in compared to, like, all the
Yeah.
planets in the whole wide universe. So
And
we're a baby
only one
planet.
galaxy.
And I feel like they know, like, think of, like, the UN, like, representatives from every country of all over the world. Imagine that, but, like, for space and all the different, like, planets and whatever, and the whole galaxy and whatever. And I feel like they just know that we're not ready to, like, be a part of that world yet. So
also,
they're waiting for us to...
government is lying to us.
Oh, for sure.
Like, the government knows more, but I feel like they're like, the people can't take it. But it's like,
Yeah.
honestly, we don't even know what's going on in modern day reality. We have no idea the reality of the situation because we're being lied to from both sides. Well, in America specifically, but then the rest of the world, we can't even agree on anything.
I bartend, jack of all trades. But I had this regular who worked. He couldn't tell me what he did. Basically, said he worked for the military and whatever. And from what he did,
You're like,
say,
I know a military man.
Yeah,
you can tell me.
anytime he would talk about how he couldn't tell me what he did, I was like, so aliens. You know what I mean? And he was like, and he would always tell me like, no, but yes, basically. And he told me once, I was like, is there anything you can tell me? Like, is there absolutely anything? And he said, I'll just tell you this. He was like, think of when TomTom GPSs first came out and like when everybody's mom first had them accessible, like to the middle class, and everybody's mom was getting one. He was like, do you remember when that was? And I was like, yeah, I want to say I was in like 4th grade. Like, I feel like I was like, I remember, yeah, I was like 10-ish, I want to say. And he was like, okay, yeah. He goes, so the U.S. military had that exact system in 1967. So, if we didn't have that accessible, till 2000, what would that be? Like 2008, 9?
Mm-hmm.
That's how many years difference. So, imagine what we have now and what they have now. You know what I mean? I also believe, because if you look at any religion ever, for the most part, this is a big generalization, but for the most part, they're all the same thing.
Yeah.
Not the same thing, but they obviously there's different characters and they change the stories and whatever. But for the most part, it's all teaching the same lessons of like kindness, humanity, like morals. Like it's teaching basically to be a good person, but like it all comes down to kind of the same shit, and like the origins are kind of for the most part very similar. So my theory is aliens And just nobody back then in the beginning of time had fucking phones or letters or ways to communicate with other people across the world and didn't even know people across the earth existed.
Yeah.
And so of course there's going to be different like retellings.
Yeah, they like it named them different things.
Yeah, it's gonna
like
evolve into whatever.
had different traditions to celebrate the same shit.
But I believe it was all aliens.
Yeah.
I feel like every religion is technically aliens.
But like, what if the aliens like are the gods? Like they're talking about Greek gods and everything.
That's
like,
what this show is about.
Yeah, like all of that.
Have you ever
Like they
seen
came
that
from
show?
somewhere.
Yeah.
And now they're showing that there was life in areas before we even like it's throwing off our entire timeline.
Or how did cultures like Inca Mayans on this part of the world and like ancient Asian civilizations have the same like creatures in their like
stories?
yeah, or if
like,
you look at like
religions?
Egypt hieroglyphics and stuff like that, they'll use a lot of the same
Symbols and characters.
yeah, like a dragon looking thing. And obviously dragons didn't exist. I have a whole theory about that too. Obviously
dinosaurs exist and there's
it's
no
different
dragon.
if, like,
I don't know about
yeah, like say like both cultures used a deer. It's like, okay, yeah, deer existed on both of those continents. That
Yeah.
makes sense. But a lot of the symbolisms and the deities that they're referring to in drawing don't technically exist or fucking whatever. So how did both of them come up with the same?
that. Yeah.
Why are the hieroglyphics the same over here and the story? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they had no way to contact each other.
And they had no way to fucking contact each other.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Yeah.
But I have a whole thing about dragons that my one friend makes fun of me. Not makes fun of me.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds ridiculous, but hear me out.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. So way back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
obviously they didn't know shit about dinosaurs. And
Yeah.
they didn't know the science and the names and the fucking whatever. So, is it that far off to think that back then, if they found bones of a winged giant lizard-looking thing,
Mm-hmm.
they found like bones, that they would be like, this was a dragon and not a pterodactyl. And we know that's silly because of everything we know and whatever.
Yeah, because we have more advanced technology, so we can tell.
But how are you gonna tell me that like it might not be made up? They might have just thought that was a dragon.
Been a little confused.
Yeah. Or I also like to believe that dragons did exist. That's
Yeah.
a personal choice. of
Like, you know
mine.
the dragon in Shrek?
Yeah,
The mama dragon that, like, gets a donkey?
of course.
Like, reality.
They might have not breathed fire. Like, I won't fight a physicist to
Like,
tell me
maybe
how
they
it's
just
not
had
possible.
stinky breath. And, like, that's just what they said.
Maybe they were just spitting bars and they were like fire.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Maybe...
They were the OG rap gods.
Because there's also, speaking of art, tying this into what our point of our show is of art, I don't remember what artist specifically, so I don't want to give false information, but I watched this video once of them, like, undoing the top layers of paint of, like, old paintings from, like, different eras, and underneath there were, like, dragons and different, like, folklore creatures, like, originally painted in the portrait that was not
Wow.
specified to be, like, a fake or, like, folklore. Like, it wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to be a fantasy painting. It was, like...
A realistic painting.
Yeah, it was like they painted, like, a reenactment of a battle. And there were, like, dragons in the fucking painting. And then, like, over centuries, like, they painted over it and over it and over it. But people, like, I guess, you know, undid the top couple layers.
And we're like, what's going on with these dragons here?
Yeah. I can't wait for smarter people to comment the correct information in the comment section.
Yeah, let us know what's going on.
They're like, Rachel's always so close to the point, but yet so far. My brain doesn't retain information well.
It's too many years.
Too many years.
Too many years
Too
of
many
making
things.
terrible decisions.
Too many altering things, you know. Ooh. Oh, I love her wings.
Thank you. She's gonna need more layers, but that needs to dry before I can add more.
I want to touch it. There's no way we're finishing this in one video. That was really cute that we thought we could.
I was like, we're just gonna do this one right now.
We do ever have guests on this show. If Giorgio from Ancient Aliens would be... I'm not even kidding, Kaylee.
No joke.
I would lose my mind. I'd be like...
Joe
oh,
would
yeah.
demand to come
Does he like Ancient
For-
Aliens?
Anything alien.
I just
Anything
love that
alien.
show. I think my favorite
He's
part...
all up on the conspiracies.
My favorite part about it is that it's been on since my entire life. And there is there is obviously new information every season, but it almost feels like I've watched the same episode for 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's another thing. I always like to, like, put my fingers in it. Like, any painting, you know I'm all.
Just know it's a finger painting to some degree.
Yeah. Anything that comes out of this, I have to interact with physically. I think that's why I don't like doing graphic art as much.
Yeah,
Like, I can't get it on my hands while I'm doing it. I'm not making a mess.
Yeah.
I feel like this angel wing is in, like, financial debt, you know? Like, she's struggling right now.
What?
My
Why?
angel wing is having financial debt.
Why do you think that?
She took out too many student loans.
Didn't we all?
Realized that her dream job in life was to work at Walmart and be a cashier, and that doesn't pay off.
That's not
her
what I'm
student
getting
loans.
from her at all.
Really?
No. I'm getting Victoria's Secret Angel. I'm getting the pink line. It's the, you know, when the models weren't veteran models yet, so they weren't allowed to have the big fantasy wings, so they walked for pink, and they would have like the little whatever. That's what this is giving.
And she just needs some more training
Yeah.
to be a full.
Like
Victoria's Secret model.
she's just coming into her own, and she has so much potential to go, and she's like gonna be the baddest bitch. She will
You
be
have
Adriana.
so much faith in my angel
She
wing.
will be Adriana Lima one day,
One day.
but for now she's 2016 Gigi Hadid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Who let me do this? This was a terrible idea. You should never let me near your artwork ever again. Am I still
So.
taking her home tonight, though?
Yeah, but she just needs to dry a little, so I'm just gonna let her.
Yeah, just let her.
We got those lights. You want to see the lights we got? Guys, these are the lights we found. I saw them and they were fuzzy, and I said, you have to come home with me.
They remind me of the candy, like those gumball, like those sugared gumballs.
Sugar gumballs?
Do you guys know what I mean? I feel like my brain is so rusty lately. Also, horrible news about possums. They only have a lifespan of like 1 to 2 years.
Oh. Yeah, possums starting with an O is really shocking to me.
I never knew that their lifespan was so short. That ruined my week. But that makes sense why you see mom possums carrying like a fuckload of those fuckers. They have to have giant litters because they don't survive. Like they have to have 1 million kids to keep the species going.
You guys ready? These were the lights we found. Okay. Wait for them to
They
turn
look
on.
like sugar gumballs, and I like it. That looks like an alien itself. I'm into it. That looks like one of those creatures that you would find at the bottom of the ocean, and you're not sure if it's like a plant or
Yeah.
a fish. You know what I mean? You're like, is that what kind
Is
of life
this
form?
coral
Yeah.
or is it going to bite me?
Yeah.
I don't really know how to untangle this. I'm getting kind of stressed out.
That's okay. That's okay.
I just wanted to show them my lights.
And I think they, right, guys? You
you
like
see
it
it?
and you saw it and
Did you even see it?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't even do this wing here.
I can't find it again. YouTube has guidelines. YouTube has guidelines. The way you probably can't even fucking see this shit. Okay, turn it on.
I think they are on.
Turn the gumballs on. This is it?
These are also old batteries, though. Like, I have to get new batteries.
I want to put one in my mouth and chew on it and see what it tastes like. That's what they look like to me.
They're so fun.
My check engine light came back on. Remember when we said that it's probably
Yeah.
not an issue? It came back on. So we looked at it and we hooked it back up to the little code thing, and it came up with PO 128, which I don't know why that's so. I'm like, P Sherman 42. Always wasted. I don't know why it's so important for me to recite the code. But basically, it was like there's a sensor that tells the truck if the engine is running like too hot, and it'll turn the fan on to like cool the engine down, or it'll be like, oh, it's like running too cold, and it doesn't really do anything in that regard because that's not really a problem. The problem is if your engine's too hot, not if it's too cold.
Yeah.
But basically, it could be a lot of things. We don't know exactly what it is, but I think it's the sensor. And I think it's just, I don't think there's actually anything wrong with my engine. I think the sensor is just telling my truck the wrong information. And I feel like the sensor is telling my truck that there's a problem when there's not.
So gaslighting your car.
Yeah, typical man. Typical man. And for those of you who don't know, I don't think I've talked about this, my pickup truck, when I was naming it, I decided, you helped me actually.
Yeah, I did.
2 names. So
that was a good trip.
Yeah, that was a good trip. So when we do like pickup truck activities, like when we go to like Home Depot, or like from helping a friend move, and we're using
our staple gun.
And we're using our staple gun. I'm changing my own spark plugs. His name is Kyle. That's my pickup truck's name.
Yeah.
And he's exactly how you're picturing him in your head. He drinks energy drinks, and he's mean to women.
Yeah.
And he's like, Kyle.
Yes.
He's like the hometown.
The Kyle.
The hometown Kyle. But then, when we're doing my activities, like going to Michael's, or like arting, or going to Starbucks, or blasting Taylor Swift or Hannah Montana, and, living my little...
Or driving us to drag brunch.
Going to Target, driving us to drag brunch, which she did do one time. Then, she's a drag queen named Dolly Parkin.
Yes. Dolly Parkin.
Dolly Parkin.
Parkin.
Yeah. So I feel like what I'm getting at, and the point of this, is that the issue of it, not my engine's fine, but the sensor is telling my truck that it's not fine. It's
Kyle.
it's Kyle gaslighting a drag queen, which is just disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what you get when your car has 2 alter egos.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And one of them is Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle fucking sucks.
Yeah.
One more thing before we go. There's a current trend on TikTok right now, on Art Talk.
Art Talk?
Where people are saying, what does my art taste like?
And
they post a picture of their art, and you comment, like, what you think it tastes like. And I'm like, that is right up our alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my pink one is really easy to do.
Okay.
Like the one from my job right now.
Yeah, what do you... Hold it up and tell... What do you think... Let's say what we think it tastes like.
What do you guys think she tastes like?
I think she tastes like a Starburst.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Starburst.
Like the
pink and the red one.
The pink and the red one.
I feel like, when you're a kid and you, like, play with your food, I sometimes still do that, it's fine. But I feel like a kid, like, rolled out the pink one and the red one and, like, made them into little strings and, like, twisted them together and made, like...
That's the texture. That would be the exact texture.
Like, they made, like, a Twizzler out of it, basically.
Yeah.
But it's Starburst. So...
I like this game. Get another one. Ooh. Ooh.
Harder.
Ooh.
Harder one. Hold on, wait, let me give her a little closer so you guys can see her. I actually really do love this one.
She tastes like rock candy to me.
Ooh, that's
like
a good one.
Like the chocolates that are rocks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was thinking of, like, the sugar sticks.
The sugar sticks? You could go either way.
Like a green one.
She's giving the chocolate rocks to me, though.
Yeah. I feel like someone put Pop Rocks in, like, chocolate and then didn't tell you and then told you to eat it and you thought it was a regular chocolate and then it started doing the Pop Rocks thing.
Yeah, into it. I can't... Let me see. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Have you ever gone to an event where they made the fruit punch with the sherbet in it, and so the sherbet's like melting in while you're drinking it?
Yep.
That's her. That's what she tastes like.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
One
Should
more.
you do another one?
Yeah, I
One
like
more.
this game. What does she taste like?
Blue Raz Push Pop.
Oh, I went a different direction. Something.
Why are all of mine candy? I think I just want a candy.
You're like, I'm just having a sugar crash. To me, bear with me here, long answer. The texture of, like, those seaweed snacks, like, those seaweed little paper seaweed squares?
Yeah.
Texture, but not she doesn't taste like seaweed. Like, not the flavor palette.
Do you remember those? I'm going back to candy. Do you remember those Juicy Drop Pops? And they would have, like, it's like a push pop, but then it had, like, a little divot in it, and you would, like, squeeze the sour shit into it, and then eat it off of it.
Yes, and what about the Fun Sticks with the sugar? Because there's something about the texture, like, here and here, that's giving that, I think that's what I'm like, it's something
because I did acrylic, but then I did watercolor over it, but then, like, the watercolor, because it's, like, plastic based, like, bubbled up, and then it, like, left these little streaks, and I loved it, so I just left it as that.
I think it's the sugar, like when you eat the sugar, and it's got that scratchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what she tastes like.
I think she also has oil pastel on here, too. I
love
was like, I just can't
multimedium.
decide what I want to use.
I'm a big fan of multimedia. Fix whatever you want.
Yeah.
Fix whatever you want. Mix whatever you want.
Mix it up,
One
baby.
more. I'm having fun.
One more time.
I'm having fun.
Let's do this one next.
Ooh. She tastes like. I'm like. She tastes like some sort of, and I don't know the difference, so I feel like I'm gonna say the wrong one. Jam or like preserved fruit, not jelly. She does not taste like jelly. Mm-hmm. A marmalade. She tastes like a marmalade. She tastes like a marmalade. I'm not sure which fruit flavor, but she tastes like a marmalade.
What can you put marmalade on other than toast?
Anything you want. You can put it probably in a pie. You can probably put it in a scone. You can probably put it in any pastry, really. Mm-hmm. You can probably put it. Sometimes what I've done is I altered this one marmalade recipe to be more like a sauce. So, and if you know what a husk cherry is, actually, this is actually really interesting. I just learned what a husk cherry is this summer at a farmer's market, and they're my new favorite thing. They're, flavor-wise, a mix between a tomato, a banana, and a mango.
That's a lot.
So you see why I had to buy it and taste it, because when the farmer...
What does that even mean?
When the farmer told me that, I said, and it's only $5, hand it over. I
give it here now, sir.
Really like them, but I looked up like a marmalade recipe, or like a preserved jam recipe, and I just altered it to be more of like a sauce, not like that same texture.
Yeah.
And I put it on chicken.
Ooh. I feel like she's like a marmalade, but like on something like leafy, but not necessarily something bitter.
Yeah. Like when you put like a little, when like you go to a really fancy restaurant and they put something crazy in a salad.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like a pineapple with a marmalade on it. And you're like, what is happening?
If a 5-star recipe was like, restaurant was like, here's a salad and we also put a little bit of marmalade in it, and it slaps.
Yeah.
That's her.
Like, that's how I feel when they put, like, fig and brie together. Like, so delicious.
So good.
Not saying that it's, like, marmalade and brie.
Yeah. But I'd be down for that, too.
Maybe that. I just want to eat that. I don't know if that necessarily is what
You're
she
like,
tastes
I'm just hungry. I feel like this was a very tame episode. This is so not our usual content. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for joining.
This is the progress so far.
Sneak
It doesn't
peek.
even fit in the frame.
No, it literally doesn't.
dead.
She's huge, guys.
She's huge. I'll do a reveal at some point. We'll do a reveal on TikTok or YouTube. I don't know. We'll see.
Visit us online.
Yeah, check out our socials. Keep up with us and keep checking in because we're going to have our first print drop soon.
Yes.
And perfect time for the holiday season. You can gift your friends shitty art.
Yeah, don't get them something from Amazon.
No.
Get them something unique.
Be like, you want this
something
naked
we
lady.
made. Exactly.
Check
it out. It's pretty cool. Our styles are very different, so if you don't like one of our things, you might like the other. And then if you like both, good thing. We're doing a joint piece.
I think what I'm really excited about for this idea that we're having for all of our print drops is that, like, I feel like we're going to create some, like, dope-ass masterpieces that we wouldn't think to try together.
Yeah.
Like, this forces us to, like, experiment, and I feel like really cool shit's going to come out of it.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see your doodles come to life on this lady when she's all dry.
I'm glad you're excited, because I'm nervous. It's going to be okay. She's going to be great. It's going to be fine. I tell myself this simultaneously, this one phrase, gives me panic attacks and calms me down. Okay? Because, and I will tell myself that, like, the good news is nothing matters, but also the scary news is nothing matters.
Yeah.
Like, nothing matters, but, like, nothing matters. You know what I mean? And I'll, like, go into a panic and I'm like, nothing matters. But then I'm like, you know what? Nothing matters. Like,
we're just here to have fun. Okay? And make shit. Let's keep it chaotic.
Yeah.
You guys should make something today. Make some art.
Put it in the comments section. Put a picture of your art in the comments section. I would love
Do a little giggle. And remember, even if you hate it, keep doing it. And it doesn't actually matter because
Nothing
really
matters. Because nothing matters.
Nothing really matters.
Okay, we love you. Like and subscribe.
See you next time.